Hey, 4 weeks ago, we asked the hardest question a leader can ask. And today we are answering it, not with a plan, but with a move. Beatrice has been talking long enough. Not today, Beatrice. Not today. Let's dance, squad. Let's dance. Let's dance.
Hey, everybody. I'm your host, Sheryl Raphael Whitaker. It starts with Joy Live. Joy Committed is all about accountability. It's a room full of people who chose me and I chose back.
Everybody that works for that leader is a recipient of whatever that positive change and development is that they're pursuing.
Hiding the struggle isn't a burden. It's a strategic advantage.
Hiding is just another word for holding your breath until you pass out.
Those astronauts, they came home because someone on the ground cared. That's what commitment looks like. You show up.
I didn't want to be in like my own echo chamber. I wanted to have a space where I was challenged, but still safe.
It's so much more with your hands open than you do with your heart closed. Hold each other to it, show up for it, carry through. Even when there's uncertainty, the landing is not just a landing. It's a moment of shared joy. Every Wednesday morning squad, episode 12, Joy in Motion, Motion of the Ocean. It's time. Let's dance.
Woohoo! Good morning, squad. Hello. Welcome to It Starts with Joy Live. I'm your host, Sheryl Raphael Whitaker. And whether you are joining us on YouTube, LinkedIn Live, or on Facebook, or catching us on the replay, hey, you're always welcome. And today is episode 12, what I call the cycle closer, because I'm bringing something to you really special. Need to tell you something. If you remember from last week, I am broadcasting live from a ship. Yes, we are on Virgin Voyages, Valiant Lady, and she is beautiful on the water. I'm living my best leadership life. And just in case this all goes to hell, thanks to ship Wi-Fi, I also pre-recorded this episode before I left because I was not going to let little Wi-Fi outage get between me and the squad. So it is a live experience, but if at some point in time today we switch over, you'll know what happens. But the energy, the content, and the love is completely intact. And speaking of love, hey, hi Susie, hi Mo, hi Matt, Helen, Dwayne. Oh, let me show you guys something. Let me show you really fast. Okay, see here. Here is squad wave. Where are you, Dwayne? There you go. We got some live squad members here today. There is Ingrid, Les and Helen. And then look, squad, there is the ocean. Those are the receipts that we are doing this live from the Atlantic. And so far, it looks like we're doing really, really well. So we're going to keep going. All right, here's what we're doing today. We are closing cycle 3. So we're 4 weeks ago, I think we started this cycle with a question, are you leading from joy or are you leading from fear? So we got aware, we embraced, we committed, and today we are motion in the ocean. And to do that, in order to put ourselves into motion, we have to deal with someone that you begin to get to know very well, someone who has been whispering in your ear for years. For me, her name is Beatrice, and you're familiar with my Beatrice. And you could almost say that she's my guest for today. So we've got Beatrice and Alice. We've got week 4 JoyShift homework as always. And we've got a conversation that's going to name 5 specific lies that have been keeping me stuck in the past, and maybe they've been keeping you stuck too. And we're going to close every single one of them. We're going to just, trust me, we're just going to go with the truth. So keep it moving in the chat, squad, right? Let me give us a vibe. And if you've been with us all 4 weeks, drop a 4 in the chat. I want to know who has made the whole journey. Who's made the journey? And we're going to keep it rolling. Good morning, Beatrice and Alice from the ocean. Good morning.
She's finally on the water. Honestly, I've never seen a human pack so much pre-trip panic into such a lovely suitcase.
It's called risk management, Atlas. One Wi-Fi glitch and the squad's abandoned. We're sure about this? We're really sure?
The show's safe and her Joyle's safe. You're just annoyed you didn't get a seat at the captain's table, love.
I'm not annoyed, I'm protective. Big move, big exposure. This is exactly where people start watching for mistakes.
Let them watch. They'll see a leader who knows that fine is where joy goes to die. Breathe, Beatrice.
Fine. Let her dance on a boat. But don't blame me when the sea air makes her far too bold.
Bold is the goal. Now, let's talk about why you're really making so much noise today.
Ooh, and Beatrice, I did dance, but not last night because my heels were too high. And I love what Atlas says about joy, and fine is where joy goes to die. You go, Atlas. All right, squad. So clearly we need to talk about Beatrice because she's out of control. So if you've been with us since episode 1, you know her. You've heard me name her. You have probably started naming your own, maybe. I hope so. But if you're new here, or even if you've been watching and thinking, I don't have one of those Beatrice things, stay with me because I promise you, you do. And actually, I'll go as far as to say, if you're saying that you probably don't, then you definitely do. So Beatrice, she is the voice inside every person that says, be careful, not yet. Don't move too fast. Don't celebrate too loud. Don't get too comfortable with this joy thing. That's what she says to me, because something horrible is probably coming. You've got to be ready for it. And this is what I really want you to understand about Beatrice. And it's important because you need to understand that she's not the enemy. She's not your enemy, or he's not your enemy, or he there, whomever it is. Dwayne, he's got Eugene. So for me, it's Beatrice, and she's not trying to hurt me. Beatrice is trying to protect. It's important to understand that, because that's the part that nobody talks about. Your inner critic, your inner Beatrice is not a villain. She's a bodyguard who never got the memo that the threat level changed. She learned her job during the hard seasons where playing small really kept you safe, where staying quiet was survival, where not raising your hand meant not getting hurt. And she was good at her job. I know Beatrice, for me, is really good. She kept you there. She got me through. She got me through a lot of things. She protected me. But the problem is, she never stopped. The season changed. I grew. I built. I'm leading. And Beatrice, she just kept running this old playbook, because protection is really the only thing that she knows. So she doesn't know how to celebrate with you. She doesn't know what it's to like. She doesn't know about this joy thing at all. Joy feels dangerous to her because joy means being exposed, and exposed means what? Exposed means that you can get hurt. So she does what she does really well, what she does best. She keeps you small, not because she wants you to be small, but because small feels safe to her. And the thing is, if we let her win, if we let that overbearing, fearful, well-meaning protection run our life, run your leadership, run your relationships, you will spend your entire life, or even your entire career, preparing for a threat that is never coming, while the life you were meant to live passes you by. And that's just, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. So 12 weeks, Joy Squad, we've been doing this thing for 12 weeks. And here's the thing, Beatrice, she's been listening too, and she's getting smarter. Because now she doesn't sound like fear anymore. She sounds like wisdom. She sounds like just being practical. She sounds like your voice, giving you your reasons why now is not the time. And that is why today really matters, because today we are going to work together and we're going to name the lies, the specific lies that she tells, not to shame Beatrice or to fight her, but to see her clearly. Because when you can hear her coming, when you can hear Beatrice or Eugene coming, hey, guess what? She can't run the show anymore. But first, I want to ask you something, and I want an honest answer. Do you have a name for your Beatrice yet? You have a name yet? Because everyone has one. I mentioned before, everyone has one. Now, yours might not be Beatrice. Yours might be something completely different. I've got Sophia, there's a Beth, there's Logan, talked about Eugene. I mean, I've got all different names from all my clients, my friends and family who finally are owning Yeah, Dwayne saying Eugene. Yep. So that voice that protects you right into paralysis, think about it and just consider that that voice exists for you too. That voice loves you so much that it's not going to let you fly. So we got to get it under control. So what's the name? Drop it in the chat like Dwayne did. If you don't know it yet, maybe by the end of this show today, you will. I got to tell you, I didn't give her a whole lot of thought, but you guys have heard me talk before about how I didn't think I had an entrepreneurial spirit, right? That was Beatrice telling me lies, trying to protect me. And clearly, here I am with you. I mean, if you had told me even a year ago that I would be doing this show, I would have told you you were absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. That is Beatrice. So, over the last 3 weeks in this cycle, we have been doing some deep work. Week 1, joy aware. We named the fear. We stopped pretending that the gap between who we are and who we say we want to be doesn't exist. Then week 2, we went to joy embraced, and we stopped fighting this full picture of our leadership, and we claimed the strength and the struggle as ours. Last week, woo, what a blast. Joy committed. We drew the line and we built the room. Sasha, Dorothy. Hey, Kristen. Hey there, Daisy. Oh, I love it. I love it. Thanks, guys, for dropping those names. So this week, Joy in Motion, we are moving. And we do not wait for Beatrice to leave the room. We move with her present. We move because joy, our clarity, our sense of what matters and why this matters has to be louder, must be louder than she is. Okay, so, but before we move, we're going to name those 5 lines because you need to be able to hear them coming. You want to be able to call them out in real time, in the meeting, in a quiet moment, or if you're like me, in the 3 a.m. spiral, where I'm up in the morning thinking about all the things I want to do and don't want to do and all that kind of stuff. You need to know Beatrice's playbook so she cannot run it on you anymore. 5 lies, 5 truths. Let's go. Beatrice Atlas, what's up?
Wait, hold the elephants. I read the script and she's calling me a liar. I'm a protective strategist, not a deceiver.
It's not a character judgment, love. She's simply naming the stories you use to keep her in the harbor.
Harbors don't sink, Atlas. Calling these lies is offensive. I've spent 12 weeks trying to keep this show respectable.
And the squad's ready to sail. We're moving into stage 4, action. The truth is the only engine that works now.
I'm calling my union rep. You can't just declassify protective protocols as lies without a hearing. This is defamation.
The squad is the jury, love, and they're ready for the truth. Let's start with line number 1 and see who's moving.
Oh my gosh. Beatrice has a union now. No, Beatrice, you're in my head. You don't get a union, sweetheart. You don't. But a union, they can take care of you, right? And my husband just took care of me. He just came with a little tissue to help me wipe my nose. So thanks, babe. Thank you, my loving squad member. Okay, squad, here we go. I'm going to give you Beatrice's 5 favorite lies. You are going to recognize every single one. And after each lie, I'm going to give you the truth that's going to close it. All right. And this is going to happen because we need to move. We need to move. That is how we move. Not by fighting Beatrice, but by replacing her script with a better one. So remember, again, she's not trying to hurt you. She generally thinks she's helping. And that's what makes her so hard to spot. And that is why today becomes really, really important. So let's get going. First lie. You're not ready yet. You're not ready yet. This is Beatrice's most popular line, and it works so well because it doesn't sound like fear. It sounds like responsibility. It sounds like self-awareness. It sounds like she's looking out for you. And honestly, we know this, right? She thinks she is. When Beatrice says, you are not ready, she generally believes she's saving you from embarrassment, failure, pain, finding out that you're not enough. She's not being cruel. She's just being protective. But here is the thing. Not ready is a feeling, not a fact. It's not a fact. There's no moment where a bell is going to ring and readiness is going to be like officially confirmed. Leaders, doesn't matter if you're leading your home, your family, work, community, whatever. Leaders who move do not move because they feel ready. They move because the cost of staying still finally outweighs the comfort of being protected. I mentioned it to you before, I was not ready to do this show. If I'd waited until I felt ready, it never would have happened. It never would have happened. So the truth is, you've been ready longer than you think. The move does not require certainty. It requires direction. Just move. Line number 2, wait until the conditions are right. Oh, let me see who else is. Oh, Helen. I forgot her name because I kicked it to the curb. Oh, that's cool. I love it. Nope, there's a name there. I know there is. All right, wait until the conditions are right. That is the second lie. Beatrice, she genuinely believes she's being strategic on your behalf. She's not trying to stop you forever. She's just trying to stop you right now. Not never, just not yet. Not yet. And the conditions, we know this already, right? The conditions are never perfect. There will always be a better quarter, a calmer season, a more aligned team, always. Which means if you're waiting for conditions to be right or to be perfect, Beatrice has now given herself an indefinite contract to run the show. Joy-led leaders do not wait for perfect conditions. We create the conditions. We move in imperfect circumstances because we are clear on the direction. Clarity is the condition that you need. Everything else is noise Beatrice invented to buy herself more time. So the truth is, the conditions you are waiting for are not coming. That's the truth. The condition you need is clarity, and you have to trust yourself enough to know that you already have it. You already have it. All right, line number 3. If you move and fail, it will confirm your worst fear about yourself. If you move and you fail, it will confirm your worst fear about yourself. This is Beatrice's deepest lie. Not the loudest, it's the deepest. And this is where her protection gets really, really dangerous, because this one is personal. This is Beatrice reaching into the most tender part of your identity and saying, I am keeping you away from the thing that will hurt you the most. She truly believes she's standing between you and devastation. That is deep, guys. And it is absolutely paralyzing. But here's what I know about failure. The leaders who have done the most extraordinary things are also the ones with the most extraordinary failure stories. You could think of some. Failure does not confirm your worst fear. Staying still does. Doing nothing does. Because staying still and doing nothing means you never gave yourself the chance to find out what you are actually capable of. And Beatrice will never let you find out, because finding out means she's losing her job. When I think about my business and that lie that I told myself about that I didn't have an entrepreneurial spirit, that everyone else did, that my husband did, my dad, who the company is named after, did, my sister did, everybody did but me, it was fear. But what got me off my ass and deciding to take a chance on myself was the fact that I never wanted to not bet on myself. I never wanted to look back at the end of my days and say, shit, what would have happened if I had actually just believed in myself? If I'd done what that laptop sticker I had, that do it anyway, girl. What would I do if I wasn't afraid? What would I have done if I wasn't afraid? And I didn't want to answer that question. I didn't want to look back and say, I didn't bet on myself. And so, hi, Jen. Good morning there, my friend. Good morning. Thanks for joining. Yeah, so once I answered that question and changed and flipped it around and decided I was going to bet on myself, here we are. And I would be lying if I didn't say to you that every single day Beatrice knocks on my door and asks me the question, are you sure, Sheryl? Are you sure that this is what you want to do? And I slam the door right in her face and I keep going. Because the truth is, here's the truth for that lie. Failure does not confirm who you are, squad. It reveals what you're made of, and you are made up of so much more than Beatrice is willing to let you discover. Hey Mo, good morning. What's in your yay? I'm so happy you're here. Your calendar worked out. Yay, thank you, thank you. All right, line number 4. You need one more thing before you can move. Just one more thing. Like, so you are ready. You are ready now. You've survived all these different lies, the conditions, you're ready, but you just need one more thing before you can move. One more certification, one more conversation, one more data point, one more approval from someone whose opinion you decided matters more than your own. Look, Beatrice, she's a master at this one. She's a master of the infinite to-do list. And she means well, we know, of course, I'm repeating myself because I want to get in there. She's protecting you. She thinks she's preparing you. She thinks she's making this whole thing better, and she doesn't want you to go in unprepared. But squad, that list is never going to end, because as long as there is one more thing, Beatrice still has a reason to keep you exactly where you are, which is safe, small, and protected. So I want to ask you something and be honest. The thing you keep saying you need before you can move, do you really need it? Do you really need it? Or is it just the most recent thing Beatrice or Eugene created to keep doing their job? Because the truth is, the next step does not require everything to be in place. It requires one move, one invisible, intentional, joy-led move. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. All right. And last but not least, the last lie. By the way, I'm giving you 5 lies because these are what I consider my top 5 lies for Beatrice, but you might have different lies. And trust me, my Beatrice has a whole lot more, but I'm just giving you 5. Last one for me today. The people around you will think less of you if this doesn't work. Ooh. This is Beatrice's most, I call this one a social lie. She knows that visibility feels like vulnerability. And we talked about this with Felicia Smith weeks ago about that strategic visibility. It's tough. She knows that you care what people think. If you don't think you care what people think, you do. There's somebody on this planet you care what they think, because you are human. We are human. And Beatrice, she uses that not maliciously, but protectively. She reminds you of every person who is watching, every colleague, every peer, every person who has ever raised an eyebrow or, giving you a little twist of their mouth. And she says, look, I'm just trying to save you from that embarrassment, because who wants to be embarrassed? Oh yeah, Dwayne, getting ready to get ready. That get ready to get ready gets you every single time. So she is not wrong. We know people are watching, but she is wrong about what they're thinking, because here's a big secret. Most of the people that you're concerned about are too busy managing their own Beatrice to spend much time judging yours. And if they are judging you, that's their thing. That's not your thing. And the ones who would think less of you for trying, well, they were never in your corner to begin with. Beatrice has been protecting you from an audience that does not actually exist. If they're not in the arena, blood and sweat, doing the thing that you're doing, they do not matter. That is the truth. The only audience that matters right now is you. And the joy-led version of you is already proud, so proud of every move that you make, even the ones that don't land perfectly. So that's it. 5 lies, 5 truths. And now, Beatrice, just in case you're listening, my love, not today, not anymore. Drop in the chat. Which lie hit you the hardest for right now? 1 through 5. Let me know if you're up for it. All right, Beatrice, how you feeling about what I have to say?
I'm filing an injunction. You can't just give away the audit. That's proprietary fear data, Sheryl.
Peace, Beatrice. Take a breath, sis. We aren't exposing you. We're just honoring the labor of the struggle.
Honoring? It looks like an eviction notice. Once they do this audit, I'll have nowhere to hide.
Exactly. Motion requires space. We're moving from survival to sovereignty today. It's time for the work.
I remember when I kept my fear in a spreadsheet. Accolades kept me warm, but they didn't keep me whole.
See? Even Zola used my system. Why are we changing a 25-year legacy for a boat trip?
Oh my God, she's losing her shit. Oh my God. Okay, but we're not gonna throw you overboard, Beatrice. It is really, really gonna be okay. All right, so Joy Squad. We're gonna do it. We're gonna go into motion and action, whether Beatrice wants us to or not. This is the end of our cycle, and we're gonna do some homework. This is probably the most important work that I've given you to date, and it's really, really simple. I'm calling this the Not Today Beatrice Audit, and that's why she's losing it right now. It's okay. Here's what you're gonna do this week. 3 steps, 1 commitment. So name that lie. Go back to those 5 lies. Which one is taking up the most real estate in your head right now? And write it down. All right. And write it down for real. Don't write it down in a journal that's going to like live in a drawer somewhere. Write it down to where you can, like, someplace on a sticky, somewhere where you'll be able to see it. Name the lie. Shine a light on it. Lies lose power when you call them out by name. Bye, Matt. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you soon. All right. Write your truth. That's the second step. Write your truth. Next to that lie, write the truth that replaces it. Not an affirmation, right? A specific, personal, true statement about yourself, your leadership, your readiness. I have been ready longer than I think. Whatever it is. Actually, now I think about it, it's sort of like an affirmation. Okay, whatever you want to call it. But just write it, a statement, something now. The condition I need is clarity, and I have it. The only audience that matters is me. Like, whatever. Make it yours. Say it out loud. Say it again. Say it every morning. So, yeah, it is an affirmation. Oh, hi, Lindsay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. All right, the last step for your homework. And it's always the same last step. Make 1 move, not a plan. Don't plan, because Beatrice is going to get in the way. Just a move. Is it a conversation you've been avoiding? Is there an email you need to send out? A yes you need to make? A no you need to make? A decision you've been delegating to the future you or somewhere when you're present, when you're capable? Whatever it is, move now. That is it. That is the homework. And don't forget, we've got It Starts With Joy.live, the app. Tell us you make the move, not the plan, the move. All right, we're closing this cycle together. And by the way, I am completely with you on this. There are 1, 2, 3 notes I need to send out that have been sitting in my computer. And I'm promising you, squad, that I'm going to be sending them out today. I'm going to send it out today. All right. Beatrice and Atlas, let's keep moving.
They're posting audit moves on the app? This boat is a floating target for every critic from here to the coast.
Breathe, Beatrice. It isn't a target, it's a lighthouse. The squad is just finding their way to the motion.
I know that only one exhaustion, sis. But look at the chat. We aren't alone on this water anymore.
It's too bright. Shine a light? That's just a signal flare for people to watch us fail at sea.
The only thing they're watching is the glory of the story. Take your sunglasses off and see the heart.
Steady now. The connection is solid. Let's celebrate the people who kept Sheryl's spark lit before the cruise.
Oh, I love Zola too. Don't you just love Zola? She's like I don't know, she's like lavender to me, just like really relaxing. Oh, thank you. Whoever LinkedIn user is, my lie. Are you sure you should do this? Oh yeah, that's a big one. Beatrice will always say, nope, not sure. So then you end up not doing it. And that's not what we want. That's not what we want. All right. So you guys know how much I love Shine a Light. And I just can't believe I'm doing this right now. And I'm looking out at the sun beaming off of the Atlantic Ocean right now. We're off the coast of Florida somewhere right now. This week, I'm not shining a light on one person. Squad, I am shining the light on all of you. Every Wednesday morning, you show up. And whether or not you're watching it live or you're catching it on replay, I appreciate that so much. I don't take it lightly. You are in the chat, you're on YouTube, you're on LinkedIn, you're on Facebook, asking questions, dropping cities, bringing like amazing energy, and you help so much to make this show what it is. And I'm getting DMs and phone calls, feedback along the way, and every single time it just reminds me why this entire team, like why we do this. It just means so much to all of us here at the network. So some of you found this show because you found the book. And the book is what started all of this. It starts with joy. This is, it was born from that book. It was inspired by it. And so I have your faces on my phone. And are we running the selfies? Yeah, good. I have pictures of you guys holding it with the biggest smiles. Some of you tagged me. Some of you just carried it quietly and let it work in your life the way it was meant to do. So I want to say this directly from my heart to yours. I see every comment, every DM, every share, and every Wednesday you show up. And I mean, you could keep scrolling if you wanted to, but I see all of it, and I love you for it and so much more. You are not just the audience of the show. You are the reason it exists. And here at It Starts With Joy Live, we feel your support deeply, and we just want more of it. So keep it coming. Keep showing up. Keep talking to us. Keep giving us your feedback so we can make the show better, and keep sharing with others so they can be part of the squad too. Beatrice may have told you not to bother, but you came anyway every week. And this week and every week, honestly, the light is yours. All of yours. All of yours. All of it. All of it. So, little reminder, a little quick thought before I let you go. We are closing a cycle today, a real one, 4 weeks of deep work we've been doing together. And you named a fear, you exhaled, you drew the line last week. And this week we talked about moving. And I know you're going to go out there and you're going to do the homework. That is all part of the JoyShift method. Joy aware, joy embrace, joy committed, joy in motion. And the app is live. So go out there and tell us your move, post your truth. Watch what happens when the Joy Squad, when we move together. And if you know someone who's been standing at the edge of their move, I hope you share this episode with them too to get them going. So we did it, squad. Holy shit, we did it from the Atlantic Ocean. We did it. We are done. Right? We are done. You stopped fighting and we're here together. And trust me, everything that Beatrice and Alice were talking about, like the shitstorm that was going on in my head about whether or not this was going to work from somewhere in the middle of the ocean, is all true. So many thanks to my squad and everybody. Hey, Mo. Many thanks to everybody for getting me through it. So before I let you go, I'm going to say something because I know that Beatrice, she's in the room. And we see you. Beatrice, I see you. I know what you're doing. And I'm not angry. We're not angry at you. We know you're just trying to help. But the Joy Squad does not need that kind of help anymore. So we are joy-led now, and we are knowing the lies. We're recognizing our own lies. We know the truth. So not today, not anymore. Thank you. Thank you for being here, everybody, for every single episode of this cycle. Hey, Mo, how you doing there? Monique, my own amazing. Thanks for being here, lady. If this show has meant something to you, I hope you share it. Like I said before, tag someone who needs to hear it. Write a review. Come back next week. We're going to start the cycle all over again. And don't forget, Kristen, she was in the chat. We have Kristen Crockett, who's going to be guest hosting next week. The People Whisperer, right? Former awesome guest and one of my closest and dearest friends. Wow. We are more than committed because this show is bigger than me. So it's going to keep going whether I am here or not. Thank you, sweet Kristen, for saying yes. So I'm Sheryl Raphael Whitaker. This is It Starts With Joy, and it always will. See you next time, squad. See you, Beatrice, because I know even though I said go away, I know you're still going to be there, but I'm not dealing with your ass today. So fear lost, joy won again. Keep dancing, squad. I know I will be. I love you. Mwah.
I've got joy and motion sickness. 12 weeks of this, and now we're on a literal boat. Everything is swaying.
That isn't waves, sis. That's your grip slipping. You're finally letting go of the anchor, and it feels floaty.
Exactly. One full cycle complete. Cheryl's on the deck, and Kristen's ready to take the helm next week.
Kristen, the people whisperer? She'll hear me coming a mile away. This is a leadership catastrophe of oceanic proportions.
It's called growth, Beatrice. I remember when I feared the handoff, but the mission is bigger than your noise.
The ship is steady, and the squad is moving. Let's bring her home for the final word.
All right.
It starts with joy. It starts with fun.